again. It feels a bit strange to be streaming like 15 minutes after I finish, but meow meow. I am here with, I've caught a mouse, actually. So we're here with Nintenmau5.
I like that. I'm really enjoying that little link. I bet you've been waiting to do that for
I've been thinking about
months.
that all day. All day I've just been like...
I love that. Hello, yes, I am Nintenmau5.
That's why I had to have that cheese earlier on stream. It was to tempt
a
the
lot
mouse
of
in.
cheese. A lot of cheese was had.
It was to tempt the mouse in so that we could catch him. So we're going to be watching the PS5 showcase.
We are.
I don't know about you. I'm pretty damned excited.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm more excited than I thought I would be. But I don't know about you, but I think the last week has definitely been a bit turbulent, shall we say, in the gaming community.
In which
a lot has been going on.
Oh, there's been a hell of a lot going. I mean, like, we've been talking about this in our admin chat for our quiz at Play Server. We've been talking about the fact that my brain's going to catch up with me in a moment. This is what just one glass of Chardonnay has already done to me.
That was my fault. I think I told you to drink
on the first episode. Don't know if you've heard it, but on the first episode we had so many things that we had to talk about. There were so many different pieces of news, and we're like, oh, at least it'll be quieter in the second one. And now it's just like literally today when Nintendo announced their partner direct, we're like, for fuck's sake, giving us more things we have to fit into the podcast, which we're recording tomorrow. This time we deliberately, at least we knew when the Sony event was going to be, so we could record it. Oh, good God. Record it after the Sony event.
No, I think you've timed it right.
Watching me tangle a dog up in a cord and put him down. Unlike the first stream, which we actually recorded, we recorded on the Wednesday podcast. We recorded on the Wednesday. On the Thursday, Ruben messaged us all and said, "Oh, really bad news. The sound hasn't worked out. We're gonna have to do it again."
No.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to do it again. Isn't this really frustrating? And then at 2 PM, Nintendo were like, Super Mario! And we were like, yes, we're doing it again. No one needs to hear all of the bit in the first version of the first episode, where we spent like 15 minutes talking about the fact that Nintendo hadn't released anything. So that would have been embarrassing.
I think maybe, yeah, I think that's fate. I think you've struck gold there, to be fair. But
welcome to everyone who's joining us. Sorry.
Yes. No, that's all right. No, so going back to this showcase, this is what we're calling it. It's not a reveal, it's a showcase.
I think that's the official name for it. So yeah, I think it's the PlayStation 5 showcase, which is exciting. They're going to showcase the PlayStation 5 for us. So should we do quick fire 3 predictions? Oh, if you want to do 3 predictions, go.
Okay. Black console, we'll see more of that. I know they've already said there's going to be one, but I reckon we're going to see that. Massive push for PlayStation Now, so we'll see some bundled in subscriptions.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go out and say Final Fantasy reveal, new Final Fantasy reveal. Don't know what. I don't know how.
There are rumors flying. Certainly, like one of the key overseers of the Final Fantasy franchise retweeted about the event, which is what's got people speculating. And quite often studios will retweet when they have something in the event. So I think we'll see something from Final Fantasy. Whether or not it will be 16, maybe it will be, one can hope, maybe it will be about an upgraded version coming to PS5 of Final Fantasy 14.
What would be your predictions, though, Will?
Excited. I think we're going to see the new Horizon game. I think
gameplay.
I'm going out on a limb and saying it's going to be a launch game.
I think it'd be good. I think it'd be strong. I think it would make sense. Be a system seller, absolutely.
So I'm going to say that. What else am I going to say? Thank you for the follow, Gilgamon. Enjoy your little cat waving gif. I don't know what else to predict. I mean, we're obviously going to see Miles Morales gameplay, but that feels like a bit of a stupid thing.
I think they'll tack that on.
Damn obvious. I think we'll see some new ports announced. That we've not had yet. Yeah, I think you'd be a fool not to throw in a remaster or two. I feel like it's an easy way to pad out your early days of a console. And God only knows they started the last event with fucking GTA 5. Literally what they started it with a game that isn't even current gen, it's last gen.
Yeah, but they're rinsing it. They've got the install base is absolutely astronomical. So I'm not surprised they did that. They obviously thought, right, shit, we'll get the rubbish out of the way first, right? Yep. Fair enough. We'll lure them in with something mediocre. And I don't know about you, but I felt that their reveal was really strong.
Yeah, it was super strong. It was about games. It was like games. It was
Ratchet and Clank looks brilliant.
Ratchet looks gorgeous. It looks so gorgeous.
Oh, price point then.
Oh wait, I was going to give you my third prediction.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Which is that I think we're going to see a bit of Fall Guys. I think we'll see Fall Guys on PS5, and we'll see more of a sneak peek of what's coming in Season 2, because that's what everyone's talking about on PlayStation at the moment.
Okay,
it'd be foolish not to put that in there, but we will see.
Yeah, but what can they do? What can they do?
You wanted to know price point? I think it's going to be $499 for the one with the disc drive.
And all digital edition, or whatever they're calling it.
It's going to be more expensive than the Xbox.
Because the Xbox is $250.
Maybe they'll try and get it in at $299. I wonder whether they might have been thinking $349.
Yeah.
But I think they'll rein it into $299. Also, my mic just did a blew a kiss, which is the first time it's actually managed to do it because of the trigger. Because Gilgamont followed me, it's blown a kiss. Quite why it took like 2 minutes to blow you a kiss is beyond me. It's also meant to have an aubergine emoji whenever I send anyone to horny jail.
I feel like but you've got the early development.
I'm trying to get it to work.
Jail.
Yeah.
No.
What do you think on price point?
I think price point. You're right. Anything above $499 is going to be. Let's just talk in. What's our currency called? Sterling.
GBP,
we'll go with.
pounds.
Yeah, we'll go. Yes,
Pounds,
we'll talk in pounds. So the real money. $499 will go. Yeah, entry price standalone console. There'll be some subscription bundled in, but then all digital edition. I think I'm going to go $279. I'm going to go mid. Yeah,
you're
but
going
definitely
the same price
agree with you.
as Switch. Interesting.
Oh yeah. I suppose RRP is $279 still, isn't it?
The other thing I'm really interested to see is whether maybe we will still see one that goes over 500, but with a bigger SDD drive.
No. See, I think they're going to go in for add-ons, as in you'll be able to slot your own in, which I believe you can do on the Xbox Series X. Am I correct? Okay. I don't know. So I think we're just going to see two models, two colours, and I think there's going to be at least 5-10 minutes on accessories, and maybe a big push with PSVR.
I just find it really interesting. You know, we talk more and more about the gaming industry following the mobile phone industry. You know, we talk more and more about like these mid-generation updates that we're going to buy. Yeah. We're expecting more and more. We're going to get closer and closer to an all-digital future. And therefore, for me, at some time, I expect we're going to see a range of consoles where they come with different storage sizes, because that's what a mobile phone manufacturer would do. That's how they would get a cheap price, but give you
that's your iPhone, isn't
those
it?
higher level ones. Exactly.
That's a good point.
Well, I guess we'll see, because if you want us to go all digital, those hard drives are going to have to be bigger.
Or the options to increase it easier or more consumer friendly, because standard person.
Yeah.
You might not know that you could easily get. Well, I don't know. Go down to.
Because as I understand it, the Xbox Series, we'll call it the Xbox Series, it's the S and the X.
As a collective,
it has proprietary stuff that you can buy.
Yes.
But I understand you can also get a normal hard drive, but then what it will do is it will like move things between the SDD and the hard drive. So there's like some work going on in the background to try and put it in the right place, which is a bit like what my gaming laptop has. Like a 256 gig SDD and a terabyte hard drive HDD.
You've got plenty
and
there.
I can move them between. I can move things between them. If actually I filed you here, but now I want you quicker access.
Yeah, so we're heading into I think that's what we're probably going to see quite a lot of. But I'm just still interested in your different storage options. So. Yeah, you're probably right. Although
at some point, I think maybe we won't see it at launch, but I think at some point in this generation, they will go, you know what, here's a diskless one with the biggest hard drive.
I think we're starting, Will.
Oh. Has yours started?
Mine started, yeah.
Oh, mine's just starting. So I'm about 10 seconds behind you.
Okay, so I'm not going to...
So gasping in excitement without saying what it is for 10 seconds is the rule.
Okay.
It contains mature content, everyone. No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's faffier to do that than to just continue. And everyone on stream, do tell us if the audio balance is good, because I have checked it. It's always good to know.
Nice opening.
You see things others can't.
I assume this is this recapping the games that we saw in the last one?
Oh, the cat game. Sorry, I know I said I shouldn't have said.
No, it's fine. You can say the cat game. I'm excited about, again, about NBA 2K1, which has more sweat than I've ever seen, and by God, I wanted to lick them.
Day one. It's a day one right there.
By God, I wanted to lick that sweat. I'm going to send myself to Horny Jam as the first person to go there.
Go on then. I'm not in there yet. I'm going to try and do at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's literally just recapped the games we had. That's a really clever opening.
Oh, okay. That's a very odd thing to open up with.
I think it's quite nice to be like, here's what last time on PlayStation 5 showcase,
yes.
or whatever it is.
We've got PC emulation.
Why not do that? If you're going to do a sizzle rail, do that as your sizzle rail. You know.
Exactly. We need the dramatic voiceover.
Oh, the other thing people have been speculating, Richard.
Yes.
The Final Fantasy thing could be 13
Which
trilogy,
I think...
but this is talking about Shivas.
Yeah, see, I thought, and we've got Chocobos as well, or Chocoboo.
Listening.
Do not question orders, we follow them.
Oh my God, is it? Are they starting with it?
Summon their icon.
Oh, wow.
It's a bloody mountain.
Do you know what this is?
I'm tingling.
This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield.
Is this what I think this is?
I'm sworn to protect him.
This is pre-existing music, isn't it? Is this original?
I don't know. I don't recognise it.
You refuse. Did you not pledge your sword to
I'm wondering if Ruben were here, he'd be able to tell us which music it was that he's playing. I was wondering if it was something like 6.
Do you think?
It was the dull necks who drove back the
This would go with your port
Without the blessing of the mother,
prediction.
we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the blight.
Someone in RJD in the chat has said, "Is this 16?"
I mean, that's the obvious thought. But we're
Oh, it's gone a bit dark. I like it.
We got strong fantasy vibes. We've actually got a lot of Final Fantasy 14 vibes, like the Dragoon armor and stuff. It's very 14.
It's the Archduke's son. Phoenix.
Come on, logo, where are you?
I mean, this is pretty much the trailer I'm going to be watching on repeat for the next however many days.
And you don't even know what it is, but it's Final Fantasy. Get in your veins.
What's the fire thing?
I don't know.
That's impossible.
Apparently it's impossible. Oh, it's Ifrit! Oh my God, this trailer is amazing.
This trailer is epic.
The legacy of the crystals.
Whatever Final Fantasy it is, it looks incredible.
I'm literally, you probably can see on stream, I've literally got my...
I know, I've just seen you. Are you living your dream, Will?
I'm tingling. Literally tingling.
Main protagonist. Oh, we've got the... Even I'm getting tingles.
Oh, it's a good-looking protagonist. I mean, like, many levels.
Thing I do.
Yes!
Oh! Wow, they really went in with that.
PlayStation exclusive, bitch! and as good a week as Microsoft had last week, they've just been shat all over. Oh my
I can't believe they've just opened with that. That is a strong, strong opening. Well done. Bravo.
I mean, like, if that's what they've chosen to open with...
Yeah, but they've set
what the fuck are they finishing with?
Nothing, that's it. That's all they've done.
They're just going to play the Final Fantasy 16 trailer more times.
3 times, that'll fill in about 20 minutes. Oh, that does look good.
Oh, so the reason they had that is because a Final Fantasy trailer like that would not be produced in engine.
Okay,
It
fair
would
enough.
be it does it in 14 and all sorts of games. It would be a cinematic they've just put in.
Emulated on different hardware, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's more like a traditional 3D animation. You know, it's rendered.
Yeah.
And then it's just made a film.
Well, they do it on all, don't they? They want to show the best.
But it's
cutscenes
also
line.
like Final Fantasy 14. The trailers are actually legit not in the game. So, you know, they do a beautiful cinematic trailer, but it's not a gameplay trailer in the slightest.
And then you get to the... See, now I've not played Spider-Man, so I don't feel like I can comment on this, but I know there was a bit of ambiguity around the release of this, wasn't there? Either DLC...
Miles Morales, yeah. So it seems to be unclear. Is it a DLC-sized piece of content? Is it going to be a bigger piece of content? People don't really understand the size of it yet. The execution.
right.
Spider-Man itself going to be available in a dual pack version if you've not got Spider-Man already? You know, people can't quite tell. And therefore, how are they selling it? Are they going to sell it as a box thing only, or is it going to, which I guess would be more along the lines of something like Lost Legacy? You know, sell it as a proper game, or is it literally DLC?
And then Spider-Man, you know, upscaled, whatever.
I mean, Spider-Man was already gorgeous on PS4.
Oh god, yeah.
It was really beautiful. I enjoyed it. I got a bit bored towards the end because, as much as I love swinging around the city, when you spend like 30 hours swinging around the city, you're just like, just doing some more swinging around the city.
I'm Brian Portman, creative director at Insomniac Games. We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Ross says, from what he understands, it's the main game with a big chunk added on.
Okay, so just very sizable DLC.
Because it did end. I mean, obviously, spoilers. And this is lore appropriate, but it did end with Miles Morales gaining Spider-Man abilities.
Okay.
That's how the first game ends. Which obviously, you know, is like, I mean, you're going to see he's going to be swinging around. So that's not...
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Like, you can't watch this trailer without spoiling the end of Spider-Man. It's just not possible.
Come on, give us some more gameplay.
Let's not shoot each other, all right?
I mean, there is, to a large extent, though, it's a typical open world action adventure game.
But it did really well, didn't it?
No, it did really well. It's, you know, it's a nice action adventure game, great combat system, map littered with icons, but not quite as many icons as Ubisoft would have put on the map. So
what useless ones that Ubisoft seem to do, brilliant. And it's exclusive as well, isn't it? Another exclusive.
I'm just going to message my husband as well. I just had to message him and say Final Fantasy 16 and tears of joy.
As much as you can carry.
So we've actually got, I'm going to go off piece a little bit, but we've got a bit of chat in your Twitch channel about the controller. That's something that I forgot to mention at the beginning. I'm really excited about the controller. That's one thing that differentiates for myself between Xbox and PlayStation. So hopefully we'll see more about that as well. And yeah, benefits of PS5 controller. I think, oh, we've got some gameplay.
And that's actually something I think they might do. I imagine they're going to talk a bit about the benefits of the PS5 controller, because there's been this whole narrative of, oh, well, your controllers are forwards compatible on Xbox. So they need to sell why they've not got a forwards compatible controller. Here's the reason.
Yeah, there has to be. Yeah, there definitely has to be a
and also, like, reason. I just like everyone. Well, all of the Microsoft fanboys on Twitter are all just like, oh, I can't believe they don't have a forwards compatible controller. It's like, but isn't this like the first time ever a console has been able to use the controller from the last generation? It's not like this is a normal thing.
No,
it's not
exactly.
like Sony have gone, we won't do what we normally do.
It's nice to see something different. You know, Xbox, I mean, I'm getting an Xbox, I'll be getting both, but Xbox, they've added a share button. Fair enough. That's nice and useful, but it's
Congratulations,
not
you've caught up with the PS4.
exactly, which I still get confused at when I'm pressing select or options, whatever they call it.
Oh, the thing that confuses me is I use my DualShock when I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 on my laptop.
Yeah.
And on my laptop, the touchpad doesn't work. So the share button replaces the touchpad. And then if I switch back to PS4, I'm trying to like navigate around the menu, and I just keep endlessly trying to share screenshots. I'm like, no, this is not what I want to do.
It's quite clunky as well, isn't it? It does pause
It takes
everything.
like 7 years to load,
Yeah,
and you're like,
but I don't want to share it.
Everybody get out!
True over-the-top fashion. This is great.
Don't worry, I got you!
And what I think for next-gen games, I think it's an absolute necessity that every game incorporates a broken bridge. I swear, about 4 different trailers I've seen recently of recent games, broken bridge. Has to be.
I need something they can cross.
Nintendo is very excited for Spider-Man.
I can stop this!
oh, I need to, before I forget, I'm gonna open my OneNote.
Are you doing day one buys? Your list.
About.
Mm.
Oh, good God, we have so many things in here.
All I'm thinking is, ouch, my wallet at the moment. I'm thinking of my excuses of how do I tell everyone that they're not getting Christmas presents this year?
Your mum liked watching you play
God,
Last of Us Part 2. Could you just
Oh,
play
absolutely,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy 16? Would that be enjoyable for her? That's like 80 hours of entertainment for her.
and plus, if she's watching me, surely she's liable to pay half. Is that not how it would go?
You could try that.
Your invoice for the year is £258.
Nintendori says, that's 2 games in a row I desperately need. Spider-Man is my everything. Ross says same. And I think because we do have Nintendori, I know you've already shared it, but I'm going to share it loads of time. There's the Nintendo Spider. Oh, it's the Harry Potter game. Although I'm not sure how I feel about the Harry Potter game. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the series.
Named.
Yeah, let's slightly marred at the moment for various reasons that we won't discuss.
That common bond
If you want to hear why it's slightly marred, come
Just
along to Quiz at Play later this week and we'll probably rant about it. Along with ranting about Ubisoft not doing enough to deal with sexual harassment.
So am I right in saying this hasn't been formally announced before?
No, I think it's been leaked loads. It's been one of the worst kept secrets in gaming.
Some really bad off-screen footage was shown and pictures were shown probably about 4 years ago.
Is it an MMO or am I imagining that?
It certainly looks that way.
I think I'd heard like MMO open world type thing, but well, I guess we'll see.
It would work well. I think
it'd be really interesting as an open world MMO, for sure.
Art style's nice.
I like that it's set like hundreds of years before, rather than trying to.
Oh god, yeah.
Brewing potions, taming fantasy,
It basically looks like how I want Fable to look.
spells. There is a larger world beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine. An ancient knowledge long gone from this world. That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the key to unlocking this dormant power. Your potential is limitless. necklace.
So, although very pretty cinematic trailer.
What form?
What is it actually game-wise?
Yeah.
We're speculating, we don't really know.
Have we had any release dates yet? We haven't, have we? At
No,
all?
I think they give us some release dates at the end.
What, on a slideshow?
Especially if they're going to be stuff that's going to be launched. They might tell us at the end what's going to be the launch stuff.
All launch titles, guarantee they'll be like, oh, all these titles are going to be on launch.
The legacy.
20, fair enough, okay.
Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, that's 2020. There you go, release date for you, 2021.
Right, I am going to pause it just for a sec, so at least... Oh, I don't think it's going to... So I'm going to be a little bit... It's now showing like a lovely little graphic.
Indenty thing.
Big fan. She's genuinely really sleek. I'm loving it so far.
I'm Dan Vondrak, creative director. Hi everyone. I'm Dan Vondrak, creative director at Raid.
I can actually
One
hear
of
your
our
stream.
goals as developers is to bring the game
Sorry?
to life
I can hear your
unlike anything
stream
you've ever
slightly
experienced.
before.
And
Try
the
turning
PlayStation
on.
5
Have you
is
got?
making that happen.
Oh, there we go.
Noise cancel
The new
turned on in
console,
Discord.
we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience.
Can you still hear it?
From what you see in
Yes.
the world,
Try turning on
feels
noise
in your
suppression in
head,
Discord.
to what you hear around you.
Okay, 1
In
second.
Black Ops Cold War, you'll be transported to the year 1981, in the middle of one of the most dangerous times the world has ever known, the height of the Cold War. The following is a portion of the first campaign mission where you've been given the name of a
1
high-value
second.
target linked to the Iran hostage crisis.
I'm going to turn down the
But in true
stream
Black
just
Ops
to
style,
kind of
nothing is
mitigate
as it
that.
seems.
Noise
Take a
suppression should
look.
help as well, for sure. I can't hear myself as much as I could before. So it's
Okay,
getting
that's
better.
good. How about now?
Kasim is out of the picture.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Okay, good.
What's this going to be? So, tidbit I've been told on Twitter, for those who want to know.
They should be in position shortly.
Some of us in the stream might appreciate this, others might be oblivious. Apparently, the team that's making Final Fantasy 16 is the team that made Heaven's Ward. And I could quite honestly cry tears of joy at that news.
I think your dreams have been answered, haven't they, Will?
You know what Heaven's Ward is?
No.
It's the first expansion of Final Fantasy 14.
Ah, okay, so they've drafted in the same team to do that, hence why you've got those vibes, I guess.
Well, there have been rumours, like, it'll be interesting to see who's directing, because there have been rumours that Naoki Yoshida, who is the producer-director of Final Fantasy 14, is the producer-director of 16, and that's the secret project he's been working on, while also being the producer-director of probably the second most popular MMO in the world. Quite how he manages
hands full.
Yeah. He must
No
be going
sleep
to
for him.
Sakurai levels of
Yeah,
overwork.
of crunch. Lives and breathes it.
Well, I mean, this is the man who took over Final Fantasy 14 when it was a disaster, and then announced that they were remaking the entire game in 18 months flat, which is
admirable, to
and
say
it
the
worked.
least. Voice and video, so I'm just changing. I'm on. Oh yeah, I've got noise. Yeah, I've got production. Okay, cool. I've just turned it down. That seems to work.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Excellent.
Good.
I don't know what this is yet. I haven't been paying
No,
attention.
so no, it's
Shooty
just
shooty
not.
thing.
It's a shooty thing. I'm about to do a little bit of research. Let's have a quick look to see what it possibly could be. Everyone probably knows what it's already as well.
Anyone in the
It
chat know what it is?
is probably going to be. Have a look. I don't know.
Oh, Ross says it's COD. Okay, fine.
Okay, fair enough. So the guy who was talking was from Raven. They've worked a few original games such as Soldier of Fortune, including Star Wars, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, that kind of thing. However, Wolfenstein, but yeah. We'll go with COD then, yeah? Not our forte, Will. We have to admit.
No, I mean, couldn't care less. It's gonna
However,
sell
we've now
shit
got a-
tons. It's a coup for them to have it in their presentation.
Definitely. And we've got a weird kind of RC Mario Kart situation going on, which is interesting. It's nice to see gameplay, though.
Yeah, well, I guess COD presumably must be close enough to release.
Mm. Same game, isn't it? Every time.
Pretty much. And also, let us never forget, it's not at all political.
Absolutely not.
Because war is not political. Going and taking down terrorists through modern warfare is not political.
No, definitely
none of
not.
that politics of that game.
Oh, and they've got to have someone famous in it as well. I'm waiting for the famous cameo.
Keanu Reeves, he's already done one. It needs to be someone else. Who could it be?
Oh, there we go.
He's like one of the biggest actors in the world right now. I'm trying to think.
Oh, God.
Chris Evans.
We hope you enjoyed that key with the campaign. For Black
I wonder what the DLC
There are
could
many
be.
more twists and turns along the way
Who,
as you begin to
says
unravel
more
the
of his
mystery.
camera
We can't
roll.
wait for you to play it soon. In addition to the story campaign, Cold War
PlayStation
Next
exclusive, the
Generation
unpixelated
multiplayer online
version.
combat, and an all-new awesome zombies experience. Today, I have the special honor to announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday,
Okay,
PlayStation
got
players
Alpha
will be able
coming
to
up.
play the multiplayer Alpha
To be fair,
exclusively on PlayStation
got to give them
4.
something.
And for those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the
And by the way,
experience
did that guy
starting
just
tomorrow.
step straight out of the
Can't
army?
wait to see you online Friday and through the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the show.
And we're back on the shape thing now, Will. I
Yeah,
don't know
they
where you
love
are.
this. I am on the shape thing. They love this in the last one.
Yeah, with all the balls and the other bits. Nice transitions. Oh, who's in horny jail? Who's in horny jail?
I've obviously missed whatever you said. Or I've said. I mean, I was already in horny jail. Oh, we're talking about Chris Evans' dick, aren't we? No one knows should be in horny jail.
Come on, move! Chris? What the hell?
Rainbow Six?
Yep,
Or is that just...
some kind of Rainbow Six.
Oh!
Oh, is it Resi? It's Resi.
Oh my God!
It's
I'm so
finished.
excited for Resi. Please tell... Oh God.
Which obviously
This is
they
wrong.
announced it in the last.
In life and in
Oh yeah, they announced
They
it, but
announced
we
it in
saw
the last
basically a
PlayStation
logo.
thing, and we had a cinematic. So now we're getting more.
the bell to
Oh,
the
I'm
castle.
living for this.
They're coming again.
Okay, that looks utterly terrifying.
And if you like the thought of
Quick
me
info
looking at stuff that's
paranormal.
hopefully not quite this terrifying, but still terrifying, you can help me in my follower goal.
Long ago, a young
no,
girl
that way,
went with
that
her
way.
mother to pick berries for her father.
When I get to
He
200,
was hard at work.
if I get to 200 by the end of my Friday
But
stream,
the forest greeted them with
I'll
a
be
dark,
playing Resident Evil on
cold
stream
silence.
and getting scared.
The bush is empty.
And it's going to be quite... You're going to be... You're easily scared, aren't you? So this could be fun.
The rest
Resident
broke
Evil, I
free
actually
from the
bought it.
grass
I
and
bought the
vanished
port
into
on
the trees.
GameCube back in the day.
Mother's
And at the
grave
time,
Did you play it, though?
the game had a thing where you
over
could
vine
return
under
any game
branch
within 2 weeks
and into the
for any reason. No questions asked, and I returned it because I found it too scary. I bought it one Saturday, and 7 days later I was queuing up in game again, being like, take this away.
I love it. Yeah, get something colourful.
It's just a local tale.
Come on, release date. Or at least 2021. At least 2020 holiday. Got Penguin clearly as a cameo in this one. Oh, okay, next year.
Oh, I'm buffering.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, we're buffering, folks. Let me just try
Sorry.
and refresh the page. Because it's buffering quite substantially.
Is it?
I'm just going
Mine's
to refresh
okay.
the page and see if it comes back, which probably will. There we go. We've missed the beginning of whatever this is, but...
Right. I missed
Oh,
it as
here's
well.
Igor. There we go. We heard the first words.
Learned to run circles around him.
Igor Serling. There we go. Oh, is this one that got
Oh,
delayed?
shit. Sorry, everyone. I was still in the YouTube window and I pressed a button and didn't like it.
Oh dear.
And I rewound.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're back. Whatever we've missed here in this battle royale looking thing, maybe?
Well, yeah, they said 8, something like...
I've tried taking
Yeah,
my
it's...
teams out one by one.
They did actually say what it is at the beginning. I completely missed it.
I go after one.
Ross says, is it that Assassin's game from the last one? It might be.
Island away.
Oh, yes, it is. And then
That,
didn't they
like,
say it was
time stop the
delayed?
Assassin's thing.
Masquerade.
Is it that one?
Looks interesting.
Oh yeah, it does look like it now. Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
Yeah, the...
Igor is a big fan, yet somehow he never makes it to the party. Something.
Not one for myself, but can see the appeal.
Here's the invite to the party, and here's why Igor blew it off. He made some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
I did it! It works!
That he makes every morning. Unless
This did look
I
quite fun,
get
this
there
game.
first.
I still don't think it's really my kind of game. It looked like it had fun
Yeah.
mechanics going on.
Yeah, it does, and I like the direction they're going in. The environments look quite interesting, and it just looks like smooth gameplay as well, which is always a plus.
Definitely always a
For
plus.
Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time. In the same loop.
In the same loop, so this was the thing, wasn't it? You could like loop back and do it again or something.
Did they show much of
timey-wimey
it?
stuff?
Did they show much of this last time? I don't feel like they did. Maybe
They showed a trailer. I don't think it was this extensive.
no. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's got the little rewind thing.
But we just killed Igor, whoever Igor is.
Every one of them with grand plans.
Oh yeah, the little head splatter.
To break the loop. I gotta break the rules. Clock's ticking.
So this is what is it? Battle Royale? Is there? I don't.
No, I think it's story. It must
Okay.
be story, surely.
Forgetting cult. I'm not
You
Just
can,
seems
like,
a very
keep playing the
jumping and
same
playing.
stuff in Battle Royale. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something like a Battle Royale multiplayer.
Hmm.
It looks perfect for it.
So I think it's purely multiplayer. That's the feeling that I'm getting at the moment. But Deathloop, there we go.
PlayStation console exclusive, also available on PC.
Coming second quarter. Oh, I think you're slightly ahead of me now, Will.
Oh.
How the tables have turned.
Knowledge is power, Richard.
Hmm. Oh dear. I'm buggered.
More like, this is like a triangle thing it's doing.
Oh,
Oh, and a circle.
circle. We've got wibbly wobbly circle. Workle. Oh, we've got. Oh, here we go. Right, next game. Come on.
Look at
Is that
that
out
water.
back?
Like,
That day,
is this
Oh,
the next
I've got
Spider-Man
water now.
disappointment to happen?
Watchdog. Oh no, not Watchdogs. Don't tell me. I'm on Capcom.
would I have your life? And you mine? You a demon?
Devil
don't know what
May
this is.
Cry.
Devil May Cry.
Special edition.
Not.
Ross is saying some of these are both PC4 exclusive and PC. I'm liking that availability. Yeah, I think Sony don't view themselves as competing with the PC market, so there's no need for them to pay for it to not be on PC, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think it's nice. Like you said, it's nice to have that availability. Are we going to see every game available on PC?
Does that mean you'd see something like one of these PC exclusives coming to Game Pass, but only coming to Game Pass for PCs? That would be like prime
Oh
trick
yeah.
of
That would be-
Sony to be like, ha
So, Devil May Cry 5 released a fair amount of time ago.
Yeah, special edition
Am
though.
I right
It'll be
in saying-
interesting to know what the changes are.
Did you play it?
No, I've never played any Devil May Cry. I'm feeling like I should.
I'm surprised because you like Bayonetta, and it's
Well, yeah,
very,
Bayonetta
very...
was the first proper action game I played, essentially. So I think, yeah, I'll give it a shot at some point.
Yeah, it's on. I believe it's still on Game Pass. So obviously, when you get your Xbox, it might still be on there. So you can always give that a go.
I was thinking of
the
starting
original.
at the beginning with Devil May. Oh, the original's on there. Fine. That's what I was
the
saying. I was
original.
thinking of starting at the beginning with Devil May Cry.
Didn't rate it myself. I've got it on Game Pass.
Even the way it just said Devil May Cry sounds very much like Bayonetta, with Devil May Cry, which is
Devil May.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, it is. Digitally launch. Okay. No physical.
See, there we go. I said we'd see some ports.
Oh, we've got piano music now.
Is this going to be the
We're
price
going
reveal?
calm.
Are we getting closer?
What they're trying to calm you into it.
There's a price now.
599. Okay.
This is Oddball again. Is it Oddball? Is that what it's called?
Oddworld. So it'll be the Munch's Odyssey, possibly, or it looks as though it's going to be a brand new game, which I think they announced.
Whatever. Yeah, it was. There was Oddworld was in the last one.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
For burning down my farm.
The fingers in the mouth, they always freak me out ever since a kid.
Creative director of Oddworld Soulstorm. And we're excited to bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game.
Oddworld
Here,
Soulstorm.
our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off...
Okay.
I've never played any Oddworld either, so I will have to nod and smile through this trailer.
He thinks the journey is over.
It's one of those ones where it went 2D, it was really good. 3D, it kind of lost its way.
The threats
But
are larger,
interesting
obstacles
concept.
are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. Enjoy.
It's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5. They've not had much of that said, have they? You think they would?
No, they're doing a massively different approach
They are going.
to the Xbox, aren't they?
Yes, you can go and get your Xbox. You can go get it cheap. You can play all those multi-packs you want. But you know what? We have games.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think they're just kind of showing the facts, aren't they? Here,
They know their exclusives are their strongest card.
Oh, massively.
Yes, they are. They've moved into like a Nintendo league almost in their exclusives.
And I think that's the best way to go.
You need a PlayStation 5 to get them.
Yeah. Or get both. Why not both, Doctor?
True. And because also let us not forget that, you know, Xbox was going to have its greatest exclusive.
I could go for a sandwich right now.
But it's been delayed because it looked a bit shit.
A little bit shit.
Literally looked a bit shit.
Yeah, here's Halo, but we don't really know what we're doing with it, and it looks worse than the other ones.
Here's a potato man.
Oh yeah, they've called him Craig as well, which I find utterly hilarious. Craig the Potato Man.
Gregory, your friends are worried about you.
Is this going to be the cat thing?
They're here with me.
You want a cat thing? Oh dear.
Gregory,
I think we're going to go indie now.
Ross is saying at this rate I feel they could finish on the Demon Souls remake just before the price was the last trailer. Demon Souls would be big again, but they've already announced it. So I kind of feel like Final Fantasy 16 was something unannounced to end on, surely.
Play a game together.
You can't start with something that big that's unannounced.
We still haven't heard
and then not
GTA
end
though,
with
Will.
something unannounced. GTA last time wasn't able to show us footage of it running on a PlayStation 5, so...
Such a poor announcement. Is this like a weird Las Vegas version of Friday Night at Freddy's?
I think she's found us.
Oh, intriguing. I mean, this is a game I'm not going to want to play. I can already tell this now.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh! Is it actually? Was I right?
Yep. Security
yes, I was.
Breach. Is it called Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach? Or is it just Five
I
Nights
believe
at Freddy's?
it's Five Nights at Freddy's, and then the game is Security Breach.
We think Security Breach is a subtitle.
Yeah.
Can't quite tell from that.
I haven't heard of... I've heard of Friday Night, but...
It's
oh,
the
here we
next
go.
game, says Ross. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I mean, the whole thing is maybe they'll just, like, tweet the price after this, because it'd be really weird to, like, stick the price in this.
They may have had about 3 different versions of this showcase waiting for Xbox to drop.
Possibly. It would be really weird to go, games. Now let's just tell you about the price. Like, it's just gonna feel slightly odd.
They need to do it. They might sandwich it in the middle.
I guess
Good
it'll
old
have to be
sandwich
like
filler.
it will have to be like a sexy close-ups of the PlayStation type.
Oh, massively.
Like
yeah,
the
they're gonna
thing
have
that
to sex that
Microsoft
up.
were going to use, but then didn't use because reasons.
Because leak reasons.
They responded really well to that link in that credit.
Yeah, oh, great. Yeah, their social
They got
media
so much
is
mileage
spot
out of
on. Oh god, yeah. And for Americas, it was like 3 a.m. they announced the price, didn't they? It's like...
Just imagine like Phil Spencer's mobile ringing and he's woken up and it's like,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake.
Oh, it's happened again. Right, I don't know what this is. I'm guessing Dark Soul. I don't know. I've never played Dark Souls.
Demon Souls,
Isn't
yeah.
Dark-
So the Demon Souls remake
Sorry.
was announced
There
in
we
the
go.
last showcase. So this is presumably
Isn't-
the Demon Souls remake with in-game footage now. We're getting not just cinematics. This is
In game.
in-game.
It's looking nice. It'll do massively well. There's a
Ross is
there's
saying,
a
will it
fan
be a
base.
launch game? I know someone, and his name is Ruben, who will... I'll probably hear him here, like 40 miles away. I will hear his screams of joy if it's a launch game. We would have heard his screams of joy at Final Fantasy 16 on the stream. I was screaming too loud myself for that to be possible.
Screaming in unison. All I know about the Souls games, really, is that they're extremely hard.
I might be playing one before long.
Did you say you've played one?
No, I haven't played one, but for that I am. It's in my backlog bingo,
Oh.
which you can hear on Quiz and Play. And on episode 2,
Available.
we will be finding out which of the 9 games that I've chosen for my backlog bingo, Mark will be choosing for me to play.
Where are you finding the time to play these backlogs? Are you streaming them?
No, probably not.
Okay.
And we've agreed we'll play like a minimum of 4 to 6 hours, so we don't have to play the whole game. If we
You just
decide
have to
we
make a
hate it,
dent.
that's fine. We just need to make enough so that the next episode we can talk about what we thought.
Like book club, really, isn't it? But for games. I
And
like
also,
it.
I actually have quite a small backlog, so most of the things in my backlog bingo I went out and bought to increase my backlog so that they were in my backlog bingo. Because
the
some
best
of
excuse.
my backlog is reserved for stream, so that's kind of where it gets a bit more complicated, my backlog, than others.
Very organised, Will. I didn't expect anything less.
I use how long to beat to track my backlog, which makes it very easy.
Oh.
You can put in which games are in your backlog, it tells you how long it can take to play your entire backlog, all that kind of stuff.
No way.
Yeah.
I've never. Oh god, mine would be embarrassing. Let's
I'm
not even
currently on
count that.
30 days.
That's nothing. Come
that's
on,
like
Will.
less than I spend on Final Fantasy 14 in a year, so... Final Fantasy 14 is now over 1,200 hours.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, and yet you still haven't played it, Richard. You see
Is it
how
on
much I
Xbox?
loved it? No, it's not on Xbox.
Well, look. He says playing Ghost of Tsushima on his PlayStation 4. Whoops.
Got your PlayStation 4, but I'm aware that you couldn't play it, Jack wouldn't be able to play it, and you'd probably just make him jealous.
Absolutely, that would be that's the reason.
He would,
I'm bound
he
by
would want to become Catboy, and how dare you become Catboy without him?
exactly. We become Catboy together or nothing.
Okay,
Clearly.
making a note of that.
You live 21 miles away from him. That's enough to
Drive over there
throw
with
a
a PlayStation 4.
through.
Take it!
Just plant it on his doorstep. I'm sure he'll be fine with that.
I think he wouldn't complain.
Mm.
That and just a note saying, Final Fantasy 14 demo. Download.
Yeah, with some codes for a subscription service as well, of course.
Craig is asking if you're becoming Catboy. I'm trying, Craig. Craig, when are we going to see you being Catboy again?
The return
I
of
want more Catboy Craig on my...
Catboy Craig. Oh, we've got
Is this the thing
Oh,
that
the Phoenix.
Ubisoft
What's
ended
it?
with? No.
Oh,
I can't tell
no.
what this is.
Fortnite.
Is it Fortnite?
Definitely Fortnite.
I've never played Fortnite. It's also in my backlog bingo, so I might play it soon.
What are you going to play it on?
Probably Switch.
If you are, I'll join you for a few games.
Hey, that'd be fun.
Because I've never really played
Craig
it, so
says,
why not?
Craig says, this that game that straights play. The PlayStation Plus collection. Oh, this sounds interesting. Are they going to give us a... Is this their version of Game Pass?
Oh, okay.
Is this their Game Pass? They're going to stop, like, meeting them out month by month and just keep them in there? A new
Yeah, this
PlayStation
has
Plus
got to be
benefit,
subscription.
and they're just putting it in PlayStation Plus. God of War.
Oh, hang on. You're slightly ahead of me.
Oh, sorry. Monster Hunter World.
PS4 and PS4. Okay, yeah, it's going to be Game Pass.
This is their Game Pass.
Which they've needed an answer to, because PlayStation now is utter shite, let's be honest.
And they're like putting in all of their big exclusives.
Oh,
So they are just going to
Ratchet
smash
and
it.
Clank. Wow. If this is...
My name is Kara.
My name is Connor.
I take back everything I said about an Xbox Series S. Who needs Game Pass? I could just get PlayStation Plus on my new PlayStation.
Oh, if this is... We need price points, though. They can shove this down our neck all they want, but...
It said a new benefit of PlayStation Plus. So my assumption is...
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. No, I do tell a lie. PlayStation Plus is there already.
My assumption is the pricing
games...
will stay the same and this is just going in.
Oh,
Last Guardian, you can get
brilliant.
the most famous of PlayStation 3 games.
Which still haven't completed, actually, because it was annoying. Oh, Last of Us Remastered. Lovely.
Persona motherfucking 5?
Oh. Yeah, PlayStation Plus, you get 2 free games a month, don't you, I believe?
At the moment, yeah, but it sounds like this is what they're going to do instead.
They're going to open up their library.
I mean, it makes sense. That library's just sat there doing nothing for them.
Yeah, there's no point putting
Meeting them out
time
by
gates on it.
month.
Yeah, exactly.
A selection of generation-defining PS4 games. Access the entire collection on your PS5 at launch. Simply download games and start playing.
Okay, so access the entire collection on your PS5.
PlayStation Plus collection. Yeah, it doesn't say it's going to require. It just says you require a PlayStation Plus subscription.
Available of PlayStation
So it's
Plus.
presumably going to be the same price. That's my guess.
Which would make sense. I'm
Interesting they
surprised they
said
haven't done
Persona
this.
5 and not Persona 5 Royal.
But if they're relaunching, it'll gain steam very quickly.
And they presumably went and asked for Royal, and they were told fuck off.
Yeah,
you
probably.
can have the original version, not the massively upgraded version.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be priced, surely, because this is like a sizzle of.
No.
They're showing us what
definitely
it
not.
looks like again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've just got onto that.
It's going to end with a price, right? Oh, they're going to give it to us in dollars, so we're not really going to know. I'm going to start bringing PlayStation UK up on Twitter.
Okay. Oh, I love these. I love seeing these little renders.
Right, PlayStation UK is up on Twitter.
Okay.
But they're actually just showing the... Oh, I can see the prices now. Oh, it's going to show it in all of that.
Oh, hang on.
Ready?
Hang on, I haven't got it yet.
Prices.
I haven't got it yet. And there it is.
So digital is more expensive than you put it, Richard. But the disc version is cheaper than either of us put it. They've made it.
So
they've matched the Series. Is that the same price as the Series X?
Today and for being part
yeah. So what was it? 499.
It's your passion
here we
as
go.
fans of gaming that drives us to deliver a truly new generation of experiences on PS5. From everyone at PlayStation, we appreciate your continued support, and we look forward to you getting your hands on PS5.
I am very happy with
soon.
449.
To close, let me leave you.
That's the same price as the PS4 Pro, no? 449.
Very similar, I believe. That'll go.
They're finishing with something else.
We've got something else. It's gone black.
This has to be massive. Because
This
Final
has to be
Fantasy
huge.
16 was fucking massive.
The time draws near.
What are they going to open with? Oh, it's going to be new. Oh, they didn't show any Horizon. Horizon, did they?
Here we go. Oh my god.
Oh, don't tell me. I'm not on it yet.
You're gonna lose it, Richard. You're gonna lose
No.
it.
How am I going to...
Oh, there we go. He's gonna lose it. Craig has said, oh my god, Sinnoh remakes. I mean, that would be hilarious. But oh my god.
No, they have to show more. Come on, not just a logo.
No, it's just gonna be a logo. Ragnarok is coming.
Oh!
And then I'm assuming it's gonna say 2021 or something. Yeah, 2021. There you go, Richard.
So that's massive.
Yes.
But nothing else, though. Come on, just show us a.
So I would like to point out, I said they were going to end with something massive. It's a new God of War game, Craig, which is considered, God of War is considered one of the best games of the last generation. And they just announced there's another one coming next year, and that most certainly will be exclusive to PlayStation 5 because they own the studio, so ain't going nowhere else.
That's to be fair, the only thing that could have topped that was launch, but I feel like they've probably got enough at launch.
I'm liking this pumping music on this sizzle reel.
It's good, isn't it?
I'm so excited.
So, verdict then, Will?
My verdict generally is Micro Who.
Yeah, but you're still interested, I can tell.
I know, I'll probably still get one. But, Meow Meow Craig. Although also, looking at those prices, so I would have to buy an Xbox outright. Because that's probably what I would do on Xbox Series S. I might consider whether I put a digital-only PS5 in my setup instead.
Really?
Yeah, some of those games I would be able to stream off the collection.
So, what? So you've obviously already got PlayStation Plus, so
I do already have PlayStation Plus, yeah. Because I have multiple PlayStations, it makes my life easier. It moves my save files around and stuff.
Yeah. The only thing lacking from that, I feel, and this is me probably being quite picky, is there was no indie representation there.
So fucking picky.
I know,
but there's going to be a load of indie. I mean, the indies are always just everywhere.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And do indies sell consoles?
No, they do not. So actually, going by presentation-wise, their focus on that was games. And then, his price...
They said it would be a showcase, and by God,
that was a showcase.
That was a showcase and a half. I'm going to come and we can I'll just restart the whole thing in the background. But
we've got Liam in the chat on Discord saying that was boring.
No.
We have got someone saying Liam saying it was
tolerate this. Boring.
Nintendo already said, "Holy shit, that was an event." So I'm guessing that was good.
Mind you, Liam also said to me on Twitter that presumably all of the Catboys are going to be going to PlayStation 5, and I said why, and he said because Final Fantasy 16. And I was like, it's a different game. Let's be very clear. So I think he's not. Maybe that first trailer wouldn't have had quite the impact it had for me. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, just chucking that out there. But all in all, very, very good. Very impressed. And we've got a price. Yes, it's more expensive, the Xbox, on both accounts, is it not?
I think isn't it the same with a disc? What price is the Series X?
Series X is don't even know, because I was like, I'm not buying the Series X. But at that price, I'm not touching it.
I thought Series X is $449 as well in pounds.
Oh, there you go. Sony's just stolen Microsoft, the same as X. So yeah, I'm going to try and.
Oh my god.
I'm
just going to try and I'm going to be asleep in something like 7 hours when this adrenaline stops pumping, and when I stop watching the Final Fantasy 16 price.
I do feel like you need to probably. I feel like
repeat. So confirmation in chat. Yes, Series X and PlayStation with disc drive are the same price. But
the S edition.
The digital only one is substantially more expensive. But that's because your digital only one with the difference. Obviously, the difference is your digital only one with PS5 will still support 4K. You won't get that with the S. They've sacrificed that with the S to get the price down, which is a fairly sensible sacrifice, I think.
Smart move.
Well, I think it is and it isn't. I think it makes sense for right now. I think when I saw all these people going, yeah, because who really cares about 4K? And it's like, yeah, but I remember when the Nintendo Wii came out and everyone was trying to defend it, going, who really cares about HD? And that did not age well.
That did
let's be very
No,
clear.
that-
Before long, every television anyone is buying will be 4K.
But I think that price point though of the Xbox Series S at 249
it's such a
so
beautiful price
strong.
point. Yeah, it's an amazing price.
With the finance details as well, with obviously through with in the UK and getting and get the subscription with it. I think pricing wise, Xbox is gonna. I don't want to say win or lose or whatever, but that price point really is something else, isn't it? I mean, to be fair though, the PlayStation 5 digital edition at 359, it is a big jump.
Yeah.
It is a big jump. But yeah, I would like both. So yeah, brilliant.
I think I'm possibly going to get both as well. We'll see. I need to decide, do I get a digital PS5 or do I get an Xbox Series S for my second one? Given that also I do not care really about any of the Microsoft exclusives. That's something for me to decide. But obviously Game Pass, it seems, is going to give me a hell of a lot more back catalogue that I could play.
Yeah, and I think the Game Pass subscription, you'll end up. I've ended up playing a ton more games than I would never normally play because you've got it at your disposal. So you'll be quite surprised. It'll be interesting to see the finer details about the PlayStation Plus and what's available there and then. But I think from what you said earlier, Xbox Series S or digital edition at launch, absolutely. PlayStation 5. I'm not going to get it at launch. I don't think. I don't know about you.
I'm getting a PlayStation 5 at launch.
Are you going to get it at launch?
Yeah, but also I'm expecting that Square are going to announce that there's a patch for Final Fantasy 14. So like, I'm not getting that.
Yeah, keep it in the box for a couple of months.
Let's be very clear.
Priorities.
And because I imagine they'll do what they've done previously. They've done, I think previously they carried over their PlayStation 3 licenses for Final Fantasy 14 to PlayStation 4, so I'm expecting they'll do the same again. Because essentially, it's a subscription service. They don't want to risk you lapsing because you have to buy a license again.
Yeah, exactly.
They would rather just keep you in the family and keep you paying £8.99 a month. And going and doing things like I did, where you go and spend like £28, I think that's how much I spent, on a fucking chocobo carriage so that I can fly 4 people around at a time.
Oh,
but I'm so pleased I got that. One of the best purchases I ever made.
Is that 28? I was going to say £28 well spent.
They make so much money from the cosmetic stuff in 14. Okay, so confirmation in the Catboy Party Discord server that it is indeed Naoki Nishida. Let me try again. Naoki Yoshida. Let's try again. Who is producing, directing Final Fantasy motherfucking 16. I'm banging the table for that.
That deserves a bang on the table.
And if you want to know, producing apparently, producing, maybe not directing, but if you want to know what you can expect, go download that Final Fantasy 14 demo.
Is this your plug?
And you can find out what that man is capable of. And one of the most astonishing things about Yoshi P, as he's known, is prior to when he took over the failing project that was Final Fantasy 14, he had never worked on a Final Fantasy game. Never.
Wow.
Because he came in, he was in Square Enix because he was part of the Dragon Quest side of things. And he did the big Dragon Quest MMO. And when that other big MMO was failing, they called on him, and he showed us. Craig has asked, how much do you get on the demo, Will? Tell us how much content. Well, Craig, I think you'll find you get everything up to the end of the first expansion pack. So at the moment, the level cap in Final Fantasy 14 is level 80. So you get everything up to level 60 is included for free, without needing a subscription, without needing a license, without needing anything. You can just play all the way up to level 60. It's I think I looked it up, and it was somewhere between, according to How Long to Beat, depending on whether you wanted to 100% it or just play the story, it was somewhere between 100 hours and like 2,000 hours. So
that's a lot. You're getting a lot
of free content. a hell of a lot of free content.
Absolutely.
And Heaven's Ward it totally made sense as well, though, Richard, when they brought it in, because everyone says, and every Final Fantasy XIV player says to newbies, you just got to bear with A Realm Reborn. You know, it's good, it's fine, but Heaven's Ward is where it gets good. So now Square Enix are like, we're going to give you where it gets good for free. Okay. So that you keep going. And also, apparently it's to do with, at the same time, they you get patches, which is effectively like free story DLC. So like Shadowbringers, the current game, that's 5.0. They've brought out 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3, and they put in story content each time. So you get loads of content that just gets rolled out gradually. The content that happened between A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward, they streamlined. They got rid of 20% of the quests. They made a lot of the quests shorter, and apparently that was because they looked at their data and they could pinpoint more or less which quest people were getting bored and quitting at. So they were like, this needs to change because we're a subscription service, and we need them to keep playing. That's their whole business model: is they keep playing. We don't want them quitting.
No, well, it makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
But it's just really interesting to think that. I mean, and they did that when the last patch came out. So that game is. The story of that game, the story quests, are now different from what they were when I played it. And I find that a slightly mind-blowing thought. That it's changed.
It's good. It seems versatile, and they're chopping bits in and out to keep people playing it, aren't they? It's good. It's good that they're reacting to it.
And from a Final Fantasy point of view, it shows that really Square are still really committed to this game, 14. Because you wouldn't spend all of that money going back and changing stuff in the original base game.
But no,
unless there's going to be another good few expansions, because otherwise that's just money you've thrown down the drain.
And are you going to now? Well, bringing it back to the showcase. So Final Fantasy 16 got what? We don't know anything about it.
No,
but
I'm assuming it's not going to be an MMO.
No, I thought as much.
Because we were expecting another. Obviously, Final Fantasy 16 will be out next year. Did they say 2021, or did I imagine that?
No, it was 2021, wasn't it?
I think they said 2021. Someone correct me if they didn't. We're also expecting the next expansion of Final Fantasy 14 next year. So they didn't give a date, says Corey. But I also just can't see. And Final Fantasy 14, they're talking about. Basically, they're saying the next expansion is going to finish the first story arc. So basically, I would have spent by the time I get there, probably nearly 2,000 hours. And just completed one story. And they're talking about how excited they are for what's going to come after that story arc. So I'm they're talking about definitely expecting more expansions to come beyond that one. And you just wouldn't release a new MMO to rival with it while you're still releasing expansions for the existing one. There's just no way you would do that. I think that, as I say, I think we will see an upgraded version of it for PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah, enhanced edition. This has to be.
I think what also they'll do with because 14 was on PlayStation 3, and you can play up to the end of Heaven's Ward on PlayStation 3, which is the first expansion. And then they made it PS4 only so they'll probably do that again. We'll get a couple that bridge.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then they'll say, because actually when they can go, now we're only using the PlayStation 5's power as the limiting factor, what they will be able to achieve. And it's noticeable in Final Fantasy 14. You go into the first one that didn't support PlayStation 3 and you're like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. Why is this so beautiful? I do not understand.
We've also got, sorry to jump in, we've also got Jack just reminding you that he's still expecting a PS4 delivery. So
I never actually promised a PS4 delivery. I asked Richard how he would respond if you were sent an anonymous PS4 delivery with a complete edition of Final Fantasy XIV. I would be interested to know how you would respond to having the ability to play Final Fantasy XIV. And whether this could be the straw that breaks Richard's back and forces him to come and play, because he never gets to talk to you otherwise.
I feel I was going to say, I feel like it's getting close, but maybe give it a few more months, but we'll see. But yeah.
And why waste the money on a PlayStation 4 now when I could give him a PlayStation 5?
Exactly. There we go.
But yeah, so anyway, long and short of all of that Final Fantasy 14 ramble is I fully expect Final Fantasy 16 to be the next single player entry.
It's
you know,
exciting.
even if you just want to look at numbered entries, we're not soon enough. You know, the MMO before 14 was 11. So if you wanted to add 3 on again, we'd be looking at 17. 11, interestingly, if you want to play it on PC, the servers are still turned on. You can still buy a subscription and play Final Fantasy 11, and there are still people who play it. A game that came out on PlayStation 2. And Corey is quite rightly saying they would have put online in the title. Absolutely. Final Fantasy 11 was originally known as Final Fantasy 11 Online. Final Fantasy 14 is still sometimes known as Final Fantasy 14 Online. Yeah, they would have made it abundantly obvious if it were an MMO. You're right, Corey. I never should doubt you.
Corey knows best. Isn't Corey meant to be at work?
I don't know if he's meant to be at work yet. I'm just making hearts for him across the Atlantic.
Oh dear. Well, that was
that.
Really
so final question for you, Richard. Highlight. Yes. What was the highlight for you?
Highlights for me. I have to say, I know it's a bit of an odd one. Is one of the best highlights for me was Resident Evil Village. Seeing some more of that, and I know that's really odd, but I really enjoyed that, and seeing more of the Spider-Man add-on, bolt-on thingy-mabob, and obviously, I think I'm not going to say God of War.
See, surely that should be your highlight. Like, that's so obviously your highlight.
What, Resident Evil?
No, God of War.
No,
God of War
it wasn't.
Ragnarok, as I assume it's going to be called. Ragnarok of course, is coming. Yeah.
No, it's not my highlight. I'm happy that there's been an announcement, but you know, nothing. The hype levels for that are high, but what definitely wasn't my highlight. How about you? Do I even ask?
Final Fantasy 16. If you don't mind, as soon as we're off stream, I'm just going to go watch. You message me in the morning and ask how I am, because I'm probably still awake, still watching the Final Fantasy 16 trailer on repeat, and telling work that I'm too ill because I haven't slept all night to possibly work.
I've got your direct dial, I believe, for your annual mobile number.
You have got my work direct dial. There was that hilarious time that you rang me off.
Exactly.
And
So
the person I managed was like, "Oh, it's Richard at insert name of company for you."
Yes.
And I was just like, "This is hilarious." and then like picked the phone up, and Sophie like looked over at me when I was like, "Oh, hey girl, hey!" Sophie was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
It was a good day. We had donuts and everything, but it was good. It was a good day. But I'm gonna struggle to get to sleep now. But I've got to be up early in the morning.
Yeah, let's all go and let our adrenaline seep out of our system, or endlessly rewatch. I think the other highlight I will bring in is probably whatever it's called, PlayStation Plus Collection.
Okay.
I think that's pretty exciting because it's a really good collection of games, and I guess. The real appeal in PlayStation Plus Collection is to those people who haven't had a PS4 to say, come over and including your PlayStation Plus subscription, you can get all of the big PS4 exclusives.
God of War is in that. That's insane.
God of War is in it. Uncharted 4 is in it.
Ratchet and Clank's in it. What else is it?
I'm trying to remember what else. Not Spider-Man, because we assume that they're going to sell a version with Spider-Man packaged in with Miles Morales. I can't remember what else was in it. In fact, let's just... I wouldn't be surprised if they stick Horizon Zero Dawn in it. Although I'm not sure if we saw it in there. Oh, Monster Hunter World is in it. It's just buffering on stream, everyone. Bear with me. Persona 5 is in it. Yeah, I mean, Persona 5 is a big PlayStation exclusive. That was Demon's Souls. I've not got that in my list. I'm going to write that down.
Get it on your OneNote.
Yeah.
Persona 5.
Using OneNote to manage a podcast is an interesting thing. Demon's Souls. Okay, we're in Demon's Souls 5. I think it was it after Demon's Souls 5 they did it? We can have a quick look and see what was in there. Not after Demon's Souls 5. God, whatever am I... well, that's because Devil May Cry 5. I'm just combining them into one thing.
Oh, I completely forgot about Devil May... Oh, this is
this is the Fortnite bit. Is it? Yeah, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite was before it.
You flicking through? Oh,
yeah, I'm scrolling through to try and find where it was. If I can. Oh, here we go. This is definitely... Oh, here we go. This is it. So we'll just remind us. Oh, no, wait. Last of Us Remastered, and then like I use one to specs down the line, they'll add they'll add things like
Oh, yeah, but
Last of Us 2 will get in there down the line. Last Guardian was in there. Ross is reminding us. I'd imagine Spider-Man will get in there down the line. You know, these things that eventually, when they're like, we're not going to sell much more and make much more money,
it'll be a strong launch. It'll be a strong
the
launch.
PlayStation Plus collection, which is available at launch, lest we forget. Oh, what's the release date? Have you seen the release date?
Nintendori is off.
Love you, Corey. Have a good afternoon,
guys,
evening, whatever at work.
Have fun. I've got to go as well now, Will.
Oh, November 12th, says Dory. Is that before or after the Xbox? When's the Xbox? Bloodborne is in the PlayStation collection.
Oh, yeah.
Final Fantasy 15, fine. Fallout 4, that's your kind of game. Mortal Kombat 10. Uncharted 4. Ratchet and Clank. Xbox is 10th, so it's 2 days later. Days Gone.
Okay. There's a lot in there. There's so much.
Dawn. It's meant to be really good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
About that highly. Detroit Become Human.
That's good. Still need to play it. I've got it sitting on my shelf. Don't need it sitting on my shelf anymore, though.
Battlefield 1.
Okay.
Battlefield 1 is. Infamous Second Son.
Fair enough. It's been out a while, but still.
Batman
strong
Arkham
first part.
Knight. I think they've now gone into, this is presumably a non-exclusive part. This is a real.
Mm.
Oh no, because then it says The Last Guardian. That's not a non-exclusive part. This is a real. Ignore me. That was bollocks.
They're just chucking it in.
They're just putting them in random orders with little bits in between for no reason. The Last of Us Remastered, which is quite big. You know, that'll be big for people who've not been in the PlayStation fold. Persona 5. Persona 5 will help them sell shitloads in Japan.
Massively.
Resident Evil 7, if you want to queue yourself up for Village.
I have just started playing that on Game Pass, but yes.
I think that's
Oh.
it. Yeah, now they're doing a sizzle reel. It's even sizzlier reel.
Real.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Nintenmau5, for being the mouse caught in my kitty cat trap.
You are more than welcome. It was lovely. It was great. We should do this more often.
We should do.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll have more exciting stuff to talk about. I'm not doing one for the Nintendo Partner Showcase thing.
No, let's not do that.
Jackal.
But what?
It'll probably just be another, 17 rhythm games.
Yeah, and the content won't be great, let's be honest. But we'll talk about it anyway, I'm sure. But thank you very much for having me. It was an absolute pleasure.
On the stream. Meow meow. Love you all. I'm going to be back again. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm having a day off. I need to change that in my schedule. I will do that on Twitch. So we'll be back on Friday. On Friday, we are having a Mario mega stream. So I'm planning on starting at 10 a.m. I ran a poll on Twitter, so we're going to be starting with Mario 64 at 10 a.m. and playing through till about 6. All the Mario, come and join me, and hopefully we're going to be aiming to hit 200 followers live during that stream at some point, so that I have to play motherfucking Resident Evil and scare myself shitless.
Brilliant.
But thank you all. Wait. Have a lovely, lovely night, and we'll catch you soon. Meow meow.
See you soon. Bye bye.